Hello, everyone. Okay. I am going to do a very quick version of what a work hour looks like for me. So I'm not going to be doing the whole thing where I set the timer and we actually work through it. I'm just going to be giving you the outlines of what to do so that you can take this, you can use this recording over and over, and it can serve as a guide for you to work your business. Now, what I'm going to be doing today are things that I do every single day. They are what I consider my daily income producing activities. There's some trackers that have been floating around in the message pod. If you're someone who likes to have kind of a checklist of such, I just do this every day and I know what to do. So I don't really use a checklist. But if you're not doing these things every single day in your business, you are not driving your business forward. If you're doing pieces of it, but not all of it, then you're taking steps, but you're not doing personally what I think is expected of us to do in our businesses every single day. And when I say every day, I mean like Monday through Friday. For me, those are my work days. Monday through Friday, I spend about an hour doing exactly what I'm about to show you. Excuse me. Now, I like to start with what I consider the easiest tasks first. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through these. So, one thing that you need to be doing every single day is expanding your network. So, I got my Facebook pulled up here. I'm just going to refresh because it's been pulled up for a second. And I personally like to work from my phone when I'm doing this portion. I just think it's a little more user friendly. But what I will do is I will scroll down to where it shows me my people you may know. And then without much thought, I am just going to add 5 friends. I do that every single day. The only thing I'll do is I might click on their profile and just see if like their top friends are people that I already know are in this business or if they have a story up. Because if they have a story up and there's people in our community or a business community who are already here, then 9 times out of 10 they're like a business partner, right? They're not a prospect for us. So I will just take a quick look. I like to add people who are my age. They have kids that look like they're my age. And I will just do this 5 times. Hold on just a second. Okay, my husband is getting ready to call me, and I'm going to have no choice but to answer because he said he's got something he needs to tell me. So, anyways, I do that and I will add 5 friends every single day. It's a non negotiable. I went forward and back, and now it's gone. Here it is. So, I will just go through here and I will do that. I don't like to add any more than 5 because if you go through there and just click, 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 you're going to get kicked out of the system. You're going to get a message that says you can't add any more friends. Your profile might get flagged as a spam profile. So I do just about 5 a day. There are lots of ways to add friends and expand your network. So if you get to this point and you're like, wow, all these people here are people who already do this business, or these are not people who I want to do business with. Like maybe it's the totally wrong age group or something. Let me know because there are other ways you can expand your business, but this is the simplest way. So that is a task that should take you no more than 5 minutes, literally. If you're spending more than 1 minute looking at someone's profile, you're getting in your head about it. You're worrying too much about is it right or is it wrong? And you just need to click the add friend button. Okay, so that's first task. Second task is I will start at the top of my Facebook and I will set a timer for 5 minutes. I do this on Facebook and I do it on Instagram. And so I will ask, you know who, I'm not going to say the name or she's going to start talking to me, to set a timer for 5 minutes. And I will just go down through here and I will start loving on everything I see. So I'm going to drop a comment or a heart on there. I'm going to go to the next one. Need anniversary trip ideas. We're planning to go to Montana, but have decided to postpone that. So I'm going to comment on this and I'm going to put that our favorite couples getaway is Key West. Gosh, I can't type today. It's because my computer's elevated. We try to go once a year. It's magical, especially as a winter getaway. So I'm just going to spend 5 minutes going through warming up the Facebook algorithm that I'm a real person and that I'm spending time on Facebook. That is important to do. Just make sure nobody's trying to get into the meeting. Okay, so like this girl, I can't wait to meet you, baby W. I don't know who's the mama who posted this and who's not. I don't know. So I'm just going to drop a heart on it. And I'm just going to say, what a cute setup. And this is just, like I said, letting Facebook know that you're a real person. Some of these I'm going to skip because I know personally I've either had a conversation with them or they're doing something else. This is someone on our team already. Kara Love. Ooh, how cute. I'm going to comment on this and say, oh my law, stop. My ovaries can't handle it. I'll do like a heart, like a, yeah, this. Okay. So I'm just going to do that for 5 minutes. Okay. And then I'm going to go over to Instagram because I'm personally working on growing my Instagram and I'm going to do the same thing there. Okay. So there's 10 minutes. So it took us, I'm going to add up this time for you. It took us 5 minutes to add friends and a total of 10 minutes to warm up Facebook and Instagram. So we're at 15 minutes into our business. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is because I try to get the quickest things done first, I'm going to make my post for the day. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to find myself a picture and I'm going to make a post. Okay. I'm not going to post right now. I posted once early this morning and it's not quite time for me to post again. Okay. I'm going to have to mute for just a second and take this phone call. I am so sorry. Okay, I am so sorry. I had to take that call from my husband. Okay, so I think I'm still sharing my screen. So you need to be making your posts every single day. Just make it part of your work hour. If sometimes I like to set a timer, so I might set myself a 5 minute timer to create a post. If I get one post done in that time, I will go ahead and go to my notepad in my phone and go ahead and make a post for later in the day or for the next day and just try and get myself prepared. So that's part of your task. So we'll put 5 minutes for posting. And another thing that I'll do at this point is I will pull up my stories. So I will literally go to my stories and I will see if I have any stories about a product and or about my business in the last 24 hours that's showing. So here's some talking stories about the business. So I'm good there. And here's sort of a product story. There's a rooster. And here is sharing more about the product. So both of those things I've done in the last 24 hours. I've shared about my business and I've shared about the product. So I can check that off. If at this point in my work hour I had not done that, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to pull up my stories and I'm going to go get that part of my business done for the day, talking about the business and talking about a product. Hey Susie, I see you. I'm recording this, so you feel free to leave your camera off, and you can just follow along. And I'm going to be sharing this in our group so that you guys can use this recording to do your work hour every single day. Okay, so 5 minutes posting. We might say it might take you 5 minutes to do your story if you haven't done it yet. So we're up to 5, 10, 15, 20, only 25 minutes so far, and we've done the majority of our tasks. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is start sending our messages. So I have been in network marketing for 5 years. I have always kind of had this guideline that I follow for myself that every single day I'm going to start 10 connections and I'm going to make 10 invites. Now, if you're brand new to this business, you might only have 10 people watching your story. So it's going to be hard to do that every single day. But if you're doing the things we talked about, so you're scrolling Facebook and liking and commenting, you are adding new friends, your story, and you're posting in your stories the way you're supposed to, your story views are going to start to grow. Okay. So I save my messaging for the last part of my business because personally, I feel like it's the most time consuming task and it's kind of the harder part. But I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do those messages so that you're not spinning your wheels there and feeling like you can't get past this. Okay, so I think it's easier to do connections. So I'm going to do connections first. So I will refresh my Facebook, and I usually do this all from my phone, not from my computer. And I'm going to start scrolling, and I'm going to find someone to start a connection with. This is Emily Barfield. She's in our business. We're not going to start a connection with her. Amber Phillips, we're not going to start a connection. All these people are our associates. So let's see. Courtney Jackson, Anchors Away. We are on babycation. So she's cruising. So I'm gonna go start a connection with her. I want to know what cruise she's on with that baby. Um, because that's something that we might be interested in doing in the future. So I'm going to click on her name and it's going to allow me to send her a message. I'm not going to look at if I sent a message to her before or not. I did. I don't care. I'm going to start a connection with her today, start a conversation about her cruise. So I'm going to say, "Hey, Mama, saw you were on a cruise. Do you mind sharing what cruise line you used for a family friendly friend vacay?" I'm just gonna start a conversation. I may not even say anything about Ternant or a product when she responds. I'm just gonna start a conversation with her, okay? And I'm gonna chat with her about this as long as she wants to chat about it. So there's one. Now I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna find another one. I do this 10 times, okay? There's Brandy. She don't need no connection. There's Amber Cortez. She don't need no connection. Here's someone who's posted in a mom chat group looking for more godly friends to hang out with, have girls not with, currently have one, maybe two. I'm just going to scroll past that because that's group group things are a whole nother training on their own. Casey Brooks. Mom called me yesterday to tell me she brought all the ingredients for a yogurt bowl. I think this is someone who already does some sort of network marketing, I think. Amber Duggar, just in case you need a sparkle of cuteness. Oh my goodness, that baby is so cute. I'm gonna message this girl. I might have already done that this week when I clicked Messenger, and I did. I've already been having a conversation with her. So I'm not gonna say anything at this point. I'm just gonna drop a little love on there and just say she is a doll. That does not count as one of my connection conversations, okay? Is it normal for a newborn to slow down on their bottle intake? You think I know, but having him earlier has got me so on edge. He's really lazy. I'm going to send her a message and I'm just going to say, I saw your post. It's been a while since I had a bottle baby, comma, just wanted to say oh my gosh, I can't type today. To trust your mom instincts. And if you are concerned, follow up with your PD. Our mom instincts are usually right. So started a connection with her. That's two. Okay. I'm going to keep going down through here and I'm going to do this 10 times. Okay. If you're trying to grow both your Facebook and your Instagram, you're going to find it very time consuming to do this on both. So what I would do is alternate days. So like on Monday, I would sit down and I would send all my connections and all my invites through Facebook. And then on Tuesday, I would sit down and send all my connections and all my invites through Instagram. Okay. This is such a crucial part of your business. A lot of people have no trouble posting, they have no trouble sending friend requests, but when it comes to getting in someone's messenger, they freak out, they panic, they get in their head about it, and they don't do it. And it is one of our income producing activities. So if you're having those thoughts like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this, I feel scammy, or I feel spammy, or whatever, we need to talk about that. We need to get to the bottom of those feelings and we need to figure out why, because there is nothing scammy or spammy about what we do. We have products that can literally change someone's health for the better, 100%. And we should be proud of that. Okay. So 10 conversation starters there. Now we're going to move on, and it may take you a different amount of time. Like I've been doing this for 5 years, so I can sit down and send my 10 connections very quickly. It might take you a while, so just be aware of that. Um, Invites are the same way. So here is how I find people to invite. The very first thing I do and where I have the most success is in my stories. So if you didn't know this, your story bubble will show you like your last 24-hour stories. I like to see more than that. So I go to my profile, I'll click on these three little buttons, and I will go to Story Archive. And it's going to show me all of the stories that I shared. Like, I don't know how far back it goes. It at least goes a week back. It might even go farther than that. Now, I wouldn't go like more than a day or two. I try to stay like in the last day or two, but I'll just put my little mouse over some of these and just see which one had some really high views. And this is also a good way for you to realize what people are clicking on. So people never watch, I shouldn't say never. My workout views are always pretty low. Let's see if I can find some. These types of posts are always pretty low. I still put them in there because it's important, but you can see that my workout posts, like this has 279 views, and then a talking head of me outside in the snow has 338. So I just try to take a look at this and see what people are actually clicking on. But what I will do, and like this one had 468 views. So what I'll do is I'll find a story recently that had quite a few views. I'm going to use this 468 one. You can pause the story so it doesn't keep going through. And then I have literally 468 people in my warm market that I can send a message to that says, hey, I saw you watching my stories. Were you interested in how I'm earning money from home? Or Were you interested in the products that I'm using to dial into my metabolic health, to lose some weight, lower my inflammation, and feel better? Hold on just a second. I'm about to have a coughing fit. So that's exactly what I do. I will start going through these messages one by one and sending something to that effect. Okay. Now, I've been doing this for a long time. So I know this very first lady, Chris Holmes, I've already been having a conversation with her. So I checked in with her Saturday. I'm not going to send her another message today. Nellie is a client or an associate. Randy is an associate. Summer, I already know that she's left me on red the last like 5 times, so I'm not going to follow up with her this time. Right now, I am looking for people I can send that message to. Okay. So I will go down through there and I will send a message just as simple as that. Hey, I saw you watching my stories. Were you interested in how I'm earning income from home? Or hey, saw you watching my stories. Were you interested in how I'm dialing into my health and losing weight with natural supplementation or something like that? Okay. It can be very simple. One thing that's very helpful is using the phrase, if I would you, and I'm still trying to train my brain to do that. So, one thing that you could do is say, like, it's probably going to take me forever to find somebody that I can send a message to you to show you guys what I'm talking about. Um, Let me try to find someone I know I haven't reached out to yet. Also, if you're looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, I have 5 story views and she has 400. I remember I've been doing this for 5 years and I am always consistent. No matter what is going on in my life, you will never go to my page and not see stories. You will never go to my page and not see a post made in the last 24 hours. Never, ever, ever. Doesn't matter if I have the flu, doesn't matter if we're traveling, it doesn't matter because I know that consistency above all else is what prevails in this business. Okay. So let's see. Michael Worley, that's a fella, that's a guy. I'm not going to message him. Tiffany Wade. I haven't talked to this lady since July of last year or June. So I'm going to send her a message and I'm going to say, hey, Tiffany, TY for watching, oh Lord, my stories. If I sent you a quick video on how I earn income from home, and I'm going to put like a nursing salary. And I can put that because right now I'm currently making a nursing salary with this business. So I'm going to put like a nursing salary. Would you just take a look before you said, no, let's see. Would you just take a look and let me know what you think? And I'll leave it at that. So, hey, Tiffany, thank you for watching my stories. If I sent you a quick video on how I earn income from home, like a nursing salary, would you take a look and let me know what you think? It's that simple. If I would you, I'm gonna send it. I don't care if she says yes. I don't care if she says no. I don't care if she doesn't reply. Okay. I did my job and now I am detaching from this. Okay. So I know a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, Amber, I sent my 10 messages and not a single person responded. Okay, you did your job. Let it go. You sent your 10 messages. Let it go. You planted the seed. Obviously, they're interested in something that you're doing or they want to be watching your stories. You don't know what the answer is. They didn't reply. Send the message and let it go. I will do that 10 times. Okay. So I will just start going up through here. If I'm feeling really frisky and I have a lot of time, I might send 20 of them. What you do not want to do is copy this message and go paste it to every single person. Facebook will kick you out and put you in Facebook jail. And then you will not be able to send messages or do other things on Facebook for like 7 to 10 days. And that will kill your business so fast. So just go through each and every name and send your messages. Okay. So that is one way that you can do invites. Another way is you can go to your page and look at the people who are liking your posts and send them a message. So I'm going to look at these people. Every single one of these is an associate already. So that does me no good, but that's okay. My post, this has 10 likes. Okay. So if you're posting stuff and you're like, nobody's liking it, nobody, it's like they're scared to like it. It's like they know if you like it or if they like it, you're going to send them a message. Looks like all of these people are associates except maybe this lady. Yeah, so it looks like she is not an associate. Looks like I talked to her back in November, honestly, and never followed back up with her. So I'm going to send her a message now. I'm going to say, hey, I saw you dropped a heart on my post. We never finished our convo. I'm going to have to look back a little bit and see what we were talking about. We never finished our convo about these products. Question. If I sent you a quick video on how I earn a nice, because we have to be careful about the words we use, income with this company, would you take a listen and let me know what you think? And sometimes I'll put like no strings attached. Just take a look. There's number two. That's my second invite. And that came from someone who liked a post. Okay. So you can go scroll back as far as you want to, as many posts as you can find. So like I'm just to be real with you guys, this post got 7 likes. So if your posts are getting 7 likes, that's a great picture of me and it only got 7 likes. Um, you're not doing anything wrong. That's just how it is. So yeah, that's how you send messages from posts. Um, the next thing that I do is I will at least once a week follow up with everyone on my follow-up list. So if you are not creating a what I call my hot list, a hot list for your customers, people who are interested in the business and people who are interested in supplements, you're messing up. You really need to create a list. A perfect example of here's my associate follow-up list. This needs to say it's just another associate follow-up list. But anyways, all of these missing ones are people that have ended up enrolling that I can, like this lady, she's enrolled now. I can take her off. She's enrolled. So, and it's all because I've used this follow-up list. So at least once a week, what I'll do is I'll go to my follow-up list and I'll just start at the top and I'll find the name Lindsay Smith and I will go back to the conversation that we had on Messenger and I'll send a follow-up message that says like, hey, I'm just circling back to this convo. I know you were interested in this business. Are there more questions I can answer for you? That's one thing you could say. You could say, hey, I just wanted to check back with you. I thought it might be helpful if you and I hopped on a call with my mentor and she was able to answer all of your questions and explain more about the business. Use whatever follow-up you want, but that should be part of your business hour, at least once a week when you sit down to work your business. So at least once a week, instead of sending 10 invites from Facebook, I will use 10 follow-ups instead. Your follow-up list is absolutely your hot list. Like I can't tell you how many times this has saved me. Like if it's at the end of the month and I am not at my goals yet, I will go hit my follow-up list so hard. I will message every single one of these people and follow up with them and bring in those new enrollments by the end of the month. Your supplement follow-up list is really great too. You can use this list. So like If there's a product that's on sale or it's discounted or like the launch of these three new products, you better believe that on March 1st, I'm going to be going to every single one of these people who are interested. I'm going to be saying like, hey, I know you were interested in these products. We have three new products that are launching this month. I'm dying for you to get your hands on them. Can we talk more about them or can I share more with you? And most of these people, because we've been talking already, they're going to be like, sure, tell me, what are the new products? Um, okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. That is your basic work hour. Okay. It should take you no more than an hour every day. It can take you less than that. It doesn't always take me an hour. Sometimes it only takes me 30 or 45 minutes. It just depends how quickly I'm getting through my messages. It depends if I'm staying on task. I do recommend silencing your phone so that you're not getting distracted by any notifications. Another thing I will say is if I'm sending conversation starters or invites and they immediately respond, I don't respond to that until my work hour is over. So, because if you start going back in conversation, then before you know it, you're going to look down and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've been sitting here for 2 hours and I haven't gotten through all of my invites or I haven't posted or whatever else you were supposed to do. So, I don't respond to anything in that hour. I just keep shooting out my conversations and shooting out my messages. Um, so that is it. That's all. I will get this recording out as soon as I can. Another thing I wanted to remind you guys of is anytime you see someone share in our chat that we're on Zoom and we're working, that's what it means. That means we're on Zoom and we are all just working through our power hour for the day. One more thing that I'm going to show you. I just saw a message pop up. I have a girl who just responded. I'll share my screen. And she said this because I want you guys to see that you're not the only one that people say no to. So if I go to my messages right here, here's this girl, Tiffany Wade. I'm not interested, but thank you. That's okay. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm just going to send her a message that says, no problem. Thank you so much for getting back to me because I want her to know that I appreciate her answering my message and not leaving me on red. Okay. So if people are telling you no, people are telling me no too. It's okay. We're just going to move on to the next person whose life we can impact with these products or with this business.